Welcome to the channel. Today, we're diving into some of the most pressing global issues that are shaping our world in 2025. From the ongoing war in Ukraine to the global food crisis, the impacts of climate change, and the rapid rise of artificial intelligence, we'll discuss how these issues are interconnected and what's at stake. Let's get into it. The war in Ukraine continues to have devastating impacts on both a humanitarian level and on the global stage. Millions have been displaced, with many fleeing to neighboring countries. Beyond the human cost, the war is disrupting global energy markets, driving up fuel prices, and creating ripple effects on food supply chains. If tensions escalate further, we could see even more economic instability around the world. Speaking of supply chains, the global food crisis has been exacerbated by multiple factors, including the war in Ukraine and climate change. Ukraine, often called the breadbasket of Europe, has seen its grain exports drastically reduced, affecting food security, especially in developing nations. Meanwhile, extreme weather events caused by climate change, like droughts and floods, are hurting agricultural production worldwide, making food more expensive and harder to get. Climate change is one of the most urgent issues facing humanity today. From rising sea levels to more frequent and intense natural disasters, the planet is suffering. Countries around the world are scrambling to reduce carbon emissions and invest in renewable energy sources. But the clock is ticking. The impact of climate change is not just environmental, it's also economic, as industries and countries are forced to adapt. Coupled with these global crises is the rising cost of living, which is putting pressure on people everywhere, especially in developing countries. Inflation is rising, wages are stagnating, and basic necessities, like food and fuel, are becoming harder to afford. This economic hardship is contributing to a sense of uncertainty and frustration across the globe, making it harder for families to make ends meet. After the devastation of the COVID-19 pandemic, world leaders have acknowledged the need for stronger pandemic preparedness. Efforts are underway to improve healthcare systems, create faster response mechanisms, and develop new strategies for handling future outbreaks. The lessons learned from COVID-19 must not be forgotten, as the next global health threat could be just around the corner. With the ongoing conflict in Ukraine and other regional conflicts around the world, refugee rights are more important than ever. The displacement of millions of people has sparked international debates on how to protect refugees and provide support. Countries and organizations must work together to ensure that displaced people have access to safety, shelter, and basic human rights. Finally, one of the most transformative forces in the world today is artificial intelligence. While AI has the potential to revolutionize industries and improve our lives, it also raises serious ethical questions. How do we regulate AI? What are the risks to privacy and security? As AI continues to evolve, we must carefully consider its implications and ensure that its development is done responsibly. These issues are interconnected and deeply affect our shared future. It's clear that global action is needed, but it's also important that we stay informed and continue the conversation. What do you think is the most urgent challenge facing the world today? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more in-depth discussions. Thanks for watching.